Ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew the Moo, and here we are with another episode where we left off of Shovel Knight. Plague of Shadows, I think it's what it's called. I feel really dumb now. Let's look at the shop and see what we can do. We have a case. Lob casing arcs into the air before it comes crashing down. Actually, I think that'll be a good thing for us to have at the moment. Buying that's going to do us good. And she looks proud of herself when we buy something from her. Powder produces wall-climbing flames. 2-bomb max produces waves of fire in both directions. Long fuse blows up after a long time after throwing. Don't really like that. Float slowly to the ground. Press down to float again. Yes. So let's back this up and let's, nope, wrong button, go here. Burst, basic burst, launches you through the air. Float burst, I think is going to be a whole lot helpful there. We have no arcana. Let's go here to bomb. We go to lob casing. Black powder we got. Standard fuse, I think we're good there. So let's talk to Mona again. We're doing some research, a bunch of new toys designed, but still have to build them. We need 40 cipher coins, and I know, I gave her just kind of this very uninterested voice, and I probably shouldn't have used her voice in that manner, and I've got to go back in here real quick. Yeah, he does the spin around real quick. So we're not talking with her, but there are some people here that we can talk to. There's the Magicist. I just learned that my bomb burst hurts nearby enemies. Now I feel fearlessly blast through anything. Alright, so that helps out. Minion, I picked up your special delivery. Wanna look and settle the bill? Sure. Bait bomb, toss into a sparkling pit and see what flies up. Yes, we're a little short on gold. Oh well. Let's talk to the Magicist real quick. Oh. Off the trail, whether it's business or personal, don't worry, your secrets are safe with me, Plague Knight. Well, yes, of course, you'd like potions, would you? Yes, magic upgrade, I can't do any of that. Health tonic max, okay, so I misread that. Ooh, I like that. Maybe, I don't know. My good friend, a moment of your time. How can I help you, Percy? I've run out of paper and I can't fit any more ballistic formulae on my hoof. I'm in desperate need. Do you need glue as well? I know how we can make some. Oh, why thank you, but just the paper will do. And by the way, you're looking a bit forlorn lately. Maybe I'll repay your kindness with some love advice. Seeing him do that shimmy, just not good. My ally, that's 2 sheets of paper you brought me. 500 gold for each. Sure. Sharps, flats, time signatures. What's all of this? I'll just write on the back. Oh, I nearly forgot, as I promised, a fitting reward, a romantic tip from Sir Percival. The trajectory of a woman's heart is merely a matter of ballistic physics. Solve the equation. Was this guy raised in a barn or what? Alright, so I think my problem is going to be trying to remember the voices that I had for these guys and the voices being shifted around from person to person. But let's head to a Prime Door Keep, and go from there. I think I can run this way. Yes, I can. And so we're going to shoot ourselves into the air and drop down and grab what we can get out of this stuff, which isn't really a whole lot, but hey, that's better than nothing. And I've got to say, I like the, where I can just float down to the ground safely. Considering the way things were going, that's going to do me a whole lot of good, I think. Being able to float down to the ground. Oops. And will that blow up? Nuts. So I'm going to have to change the casing to bounce casing for a moment so I can get this. So, I think that's what I want to talk about, like, today. I've fallen out of being able to do this because of the fact that I've been playing a lot of games that, I'll get the words out in just a moment. I've been playing a lot of games that, that have cutscenes and things of that nature, whereas this game is more of your text, and you've got to make up your own voices and things of that nature, and I don't want to get hit by that. I mean, that's no good, to quote Sonic the Hedgehog. You've got to make up your own voices for the characters, and I kind of miss doing that. You know, making up the voices was half the fun of doing games like this, because to me, that just, I don't know, that's one of the things that I think's fun, is being able just to take the characters and give them your own life. Because if you just read them and just like, oh, hey, the game. And I know I kind of did that with Mona, where it was just like, oh, hey. But like in everything that she did, she looked completely uninterested in what was going on. So to me, it kind of fit her character. So hear me out on that, all right? That's the reason why I did it. But when I hear someone going like, oh, hey, video game, things happening, very uninterested in what's going on, it kind of takes me out of the game and makes me feel as if what they're doing right now is more of a chore than anything else. And frankly, to me, if, nuts, if playing a game is a chore to you, then, I don't know, it just takes me out of what you're trying to do if you don't even sound interested in the game that you're playing. You know, why do I want to play the game, or for that matter, why do I want to watch your videos if you just sound if you sound completely and utterly uninterested in what you're doing? Does that make sense? I mean, is anybody with me on that, or am I alone in that? You know, like, sound like you enjoy what you're doing. But I think, and I understand some people have a hard time with voices. You know, for me, it's just, I've been doing stuff like this since I was little. You know, in fact, my wife tells me that I keep myself very amused. And to be honest with you, I do. Oh, nope, go back up, go back up. I gotta get that guy again now. Alright. Voices for me are just half the fun of being able to do this stuff. Ha! Fly over me. Fly, my noble steed. But if I'm, you know, if I just like, hey, this is Andrew the Moo, we're playing a video game today, I hate my life, I wouldn't want to watch that. And that's something that I realized that I had kind of fallen into, where I've recently kind of sound uninterested in some of my videos. And a lot of it is, yay, I found a flame wand. And some of it is for lack of conversation pieces. I haven't known what to talk about. You know, it's just one of those things where there's not a lot been going on in my life. It's been kind of quiet lately. You know, I'm, at the time of this recording, I am, like, close to 1 year being married, which is, you know, the sudden shift of I've known a woman for, what, 2 months now? Or, you know, for 2 months and then I get married? But, but I'm wanting to, I guess, have conversation pieces for each episode. That way, I'm not quite just talking about the video game. I'm more or less just actually having, or trying to have a discussion with you guys. And so, again, what I want to ask is, what are your thoughts on, like, a guy or a gal trying to do voices and things of that nature to match the video game? You know, what do you like in a Let's Player and in their willingness to talk during the Let's Play? You know, say something in the chat box below. Let me know what you think. Ah, no! Almost died just then. All right, let's try not to die. Let's try not to die. Whee! Okay. Now, can I go up through this? Oh, I can fit through that. All right, neat. All right, I'm just gonna jump here, and Chester. Is Chester in there? Ah, Chester is in there. Poured in a beaker or stuffed in a bag, Chester's always got the swag. Hey, nice relic, pal. You know, I could take that off your hands and give you something a little more interesting. Sure, why not? A potent explosion with a far-reaching radius. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah! So, hey, good choice. I'll make sure that relic finds a nice home with a respectable collector. Haha! Now, punch in the face, Chester. It's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Ah! No! That's one of those moments where I feel really dumb. Dead serious. It's just like, I have no clue how I pulled that off, but that was just like absolute stupidity. And it's like, do I want to go back and get the gold? I really don't feel like going back for it, because it's just honestly to go back over there and retrieve the gold. And as nice as that would be, that's not the most important thing in the world right now. Ah, die. I was like, big mistake, big mistake, big mistake. Oh, don't get hit by the bomb. So, I mean, those are things that I'm having to work on, though, is, wanting to have more to discuss. And so that's why I'm talking about the voices and the voice work and things of that nature. I'm not a professional voice actor. I don't think I've got the chops to actually pull that off. You know, but I like just goofing around with my voice and trying to see what I can pull off. You know, I actually think I've got a really, really good voice, you know, comparatively speaking. I have a strong speaking voice when I need it. And that's not, you know, me trying to be arrogant or anything of that nature, but that's how I feel about myself. I think I've got that good, strong speaking voice when I actually, you know, have something to talk about. Okay, I'm going to do something real quick. Standard fuse. Black powder. Arcana. Ooh, Arcana. So, what is Arcana? Okay, let me look at this real quick. Arcana. I have no clue. Whatever. Drop down here and hit that. And get this little guy. So, but again, what do you guys look into as far as, like, Let's Playing and things of that nature? Up! Almost fell into a hole. And he's gonna miss me completely. Ah, cool. I don't know. I for the most part, I like someone that's, you know, I like voice work. I like good speaking voices. I think that's the reason why, like, I get into a conversation with my wife, and I'm like, you see that character right now? Like, okay, I know what Arcana is now. We got to watching, we didn't finish it, but we came mighty close to it. The Lego Batman movie, and we looked at the various characters and who did the voices, and I jumped for like Two-Face. I said, that voice sounds familiar, and looked it up, and come to find out the voice of Two-Face in the Lego Batman movie is the guy that played Harvey Dent in the 1980s Batman movies, Billy D. Williams. And so I'll point things out to my wife like, hey, that guy does this. Like, I didn't realize until later on, but like the guy that does the voice for Penguin in Batman the Animated Series was like a musician, or he still is rather, like a musician back in the 60s and 70s who was decently famous. And I had no clue about that. If I remember correctly, the guy that played Harvey Dent and Two-Face in the animated series played a character named Bull in a 1980s television show called Night Court. So, I mean, you know, stuff like that. I mean, I like voice work, and I like good, strong voice actors. I think that's the reason why one of my biggest gripes when I watched or rather when I played through Malice is the woman who played Malice sound absolutely bored out of her gourd throughout the entire process. And I'm like, if you sound bored right now doing all of this, and it may have been the voice, what they told her to do is like, all right, we want you to sound like uninterested and apathetic because that's how we want Malice to be. But I mean, it's like Mina Savari playing Aeris in Kingdom Hearts 2. She just sounded extremely bored while she was doing that. And if that's what you're portraying, you know, you want me to get invested in this character, and yet that's the way that you're portraying the character to me, I can't get invested in that. I'm sorry, no matter how badly you want it to happen, if you're just bored the entire time, it's not gonna happen. And I know I'm kind of like repeating myself here, but I guess it's along the lines of, you know, in some of the speech classes that I had in the past, one of the things we were told is that if you can't get excited about it, why do you expect anyone else to be excited? And I think that holds true. Because if you can't be excited about what you're doing, I just fell into the pit and just dropped straight down without even looking. I have no clue what to say other than, like, I derped it up big time just then. But I mean, there we go. And, bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, I've got to jump over here, so that's what we're going to do. Yep, up. Alright. Whoa! Ah! You know, I'm just, it's one of those moments I'm like, why am I just like there? Anyway, you know, but I think there's some truth to that. If you don't show any passion in what you're doing, why do you expect people to show passion with you? Oh, I was gonna die anyway. I saw that coming. And so here it comes, the one section in this Let's Play where or in this episode where I'm like, derping it up all over the place, just derping it up. So, and I guess I've repeated myself a lot, but I don't know what else to say other than, like, the reason why some of the Let's Players I like is they sound excited. It has a lot to do with their voices. You know, it's not something that it seems like a chore. And, you know, that's something I've learned from some of the, you know, from a lot of Let's Players. Like, even some of the most popular Let's Players, one of the big reasons why they're as popular as they are is because of their voices. Markiplier. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Markiplier. But I will say one of the things that I have learned from him is you got to use your voice to the best of your ability. And not everyone is as blessed as he is to have the type of voice that he has. The man has a super pleasing voice. And it's very deep. It's, you know... Oh! Good grief! Why do I keep dying there? You know, but... Okay. Let's do this again. If I die again, we're going to just cut until I actually make it through this area. But, like I said, I'm not a huge fan as far as, like, of his Let's Plays. I'm not one for, like, the jump scare genre of video games. I think he's a whole lot more tolerable than PewDiePie. And... Oh! Almost died just then. So, I mean, I hold the guy as being a whole lot more tolerable than PewDiePie. You talk about PewDiePie and you die. That's what happens. Alright, we finally made it. So, all is right with the world as we allow that to drop on our head. So, case in point, kids, let this be a lesson to you. You say bad things about PewDiePie, you die. I mean, it's just the way it is. But, you know, I guess I sit there and I critique them. You know, it's easy for someone to go, well, you just don't like them because, you know, you're just jealous. Well, that's not the reason why. I just honestly don't like that sort of thing. Now, getting past all that, you know, despite all of that, I try to look for the good that you can pull out of. You know, even if you're not a fan of something, there's a lot of good you can learn from them. So that's the big thing I'm trying to get across right now, is that I may not be a huge fan, but like there's a lot of good that's attached to like Markiplier and his voice. And speaking of which, Plague Knight, you double-crossing constable of crucibles, having fun in your little kingdom? Oh, I'm sorry, I meant kingdom. Oh, this lavish lifestyle is in my blood, peon. Bask in the glimmering grace of a true monarch. As the embodiment of opulence, I demand tribute. Let's have that essence. I think I'll take that nice crown, too. But well, we're off to a great start. Because I forgot he is like full-blown, but he's one of the easier bosses. If I can stop hitting him and getting hit by him. There we go. And shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Alright. Done. I forgot this is the easiest boss in the game, or one of the easiest. And we pull out his essence. And skadoosh. Like in Castlevania. Just like in Castlevania. Alright, let's grab that essence and let's head to the next level. But we'll have to do that in the next episode. We got any? I'm going to try this again. I don't drop the essence into my dynamo decanter here. Essences are volatile, but my breakthrough design stabilizes them. Once the essences are all distilled together, if my research is correct, then we can craft the ultimate potion. King Knight's essence is ours, and I discovered that his crown isn't real gold. I knew it, pretender indeed. Well, let's get down to business then. I'm not good with female voices, alright? So, we got that in there. We can do some research now. A bunch of new toys designed, but I have to build them. Alright, I got the cipher coin. Stand back and let her test her hypotheses. And I think it's funny the whole laugh that she has with that. Take a gander at your new arsenal. Alright, so we got new casing. Floats up and away when thrown. We have a component powder. Keeps throwing bombs to make a bigger boom. Centrifuge hovers in place before seeking out targets. I kind of like that. Blows up almost immediately. Not a huge fan of that. Fires a blast when in front of you when launching. So that actually might be pretty good. But I don't think I'm going to do that one. I am going to say that I think the centrifuge will be good. And we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that right now. And I want to see the Magicist. I forgot that I can shoot these guys. Hyperlink, that'd be you do stellar physics, math, potions. So I can do the magic increase to do up my arcana. I can't get the words out. 2 sheets of paper. I feel like I'm missing something right now that I didn't mean to talk to this guy. Oh, dude, he sounds happy all of a sudden. Ooh, everyone works so hard down here. Yes, and Loooong want to help. Can help. Can make music. But got tired. Fell asleep. When awake, forgot almost all musics. So sad. Poor Loooong. You'll think very hard. Maybe remember more musics. Then I help. I help science. Ooh, I spent a long time to remember musics. I can play good song. Will be good treat. So, Dr. Knight, Loooong ready. You listen some music now? Play me a song, Mr. Piano Man. Play me a song tonight. It's basically the music that you have, like, from the original game. And look at him going to town. So I've got to remember, how in the world do I get, how in the world do I get health in this game? I do not remember to save my life. That's kind of an important thing, I think. Having health. Well, I guess we'll check this person out in the very next episode. Anyway, until then, this has been Andrew the Moo, and I hope you all have a great day. We've been recording 26 minutes. Oh, wow. Bye now.